Alright guys, we are live and currently playing against we're getting ready to play against player Sung. We're playing with 4-color blood. We've had 2 main deck changes in the deck, which if you watch my videos religiously, you've seen. And those main deck changes were removal of Servant of the Conduit and putting in Sylvan Advocate and taking out the Nissa and putting in Thalia, Heretic Cathar. So, games are up. Hopefully ours goes fast. Sung's a very strong player. So, the game may or may not go longer. We'll see how we end up faring against her. We're now hosting, which adds a slight complexity to this, but, hopefully we're still able to do the video series. We shall see. And let's check this out. So, oh, not that one, this one. Oh, oops, saying that on chat. Sorry. Waiting on player Sung. So let's check on a few matches here while we BS with ML. So we're hosting this evening, so you'll kind of see us chatting to the side, and I apologize about that if it takes away from some of the video. He was right. We needed to do that. All right, so we have, looks like green Stompy versus, I don't know, maybe something green, maybe something blue-white, I don't know. Actually, I do know because I saw Michelle's deck name, which I wouldn't typically know, but I'm hosting now. I saw she's on blue-white. It's a deck she was playing against us a little bit earlier this week, actually. I think I did that. Yeah. All right, let's close this down. And our match has started. Turn off auto yields. Alrighty, so opening hand is a bunch of 4-drops. I think we can do better than this. I think we can do a lot better than this. I mean, this hand is certainly good against some things. Against control, it's fine. I don't know if she's going to be on control, though. She's been playing aggressive decks recently. I think this is a... If she's on the play, yeah, this is definitely not keepable. I mean, it's like essentially her turn 5, I'm doing anything. Mull. Ooh. Alright, Mull. Keep. This new F6 kills me. It's button 6. Alrighty. Alright, we're getting discarded here. Turn 1, Thoughtseize. It's not good because we know we have, I believe, a manland on top. Alright, my hand's hot garbage now. I was all in on this Liliana, but I'm at 5, so I didn't really have much of a choice. Alright. I think we just play this thing out. She's going to know we have it now, but come on, you. Well, Moto's frozen. And F6. Alright. It looks like she's on some sort of base Abzan deck. This is an attack card. Yeah, that card's probably going to beat us. What's the best draw on the deck? Abrupt Decay? Well, that's not Abrupt Decay. So, I guess we just do this. Mulls to 5 can't be picky. That's for sure. Could have wastelanded there, but she already has a reoccurring threat on the board, so that doesn't make much sense to me. If she has another threat here, the game's probably going to end relatively rapidly. Alright, Sylvan Library, that's not good either. Alrighty. Well, I suppose that's about the best we can hope for. Moto's lagging pretty hard, guys. I hope I don't have to stop the recording, but I may. Here I think we just get the old Bayou. And go green, white, black, and go. Probably has removal for this. Would be my guess. And she has infinite blockers for it. And the Falcon Wrath Aristocrat is pretty embarrassing against Bitter Blossom. She's off by 1. That was from a minute ago. Yep, I'll take my 1 and like it. Not a good position here whatsoever. Kill the manland. Alright, a haste threat of some sort? A restoration angel. Well, I assume you're not blinking anything. And you can't blink your land. We could just attack and trade. That's probably best for our long-term health. I mean, now that this is on the board, these things attack for 6 a turn. The Aristocrat's pretty bad. Could even play it as a blocker next turn. I guess that should have prompted me to play that beforehand. I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing, I guess. Well, I don't know. I mean, she's not really playing a deck that plays a lot of instant speed. I mean, maybe removal. At this point, she'll do everything on her turn, though. I would presume. So we get hit for 5 in the air. Take the 2? No, okay. I assume you swing with both and hit me for 5, down to 13. Not good. Okay. Oh, I wouldn't do that, ML. I'm tracking. I could make whatever deck I wanted to and see everyone's decks, but no, I don't think so. All right. So she knows I have the Canopy. I need to stop taking damage off Canopy. She's got an active Sylvan Library, which is not good for us. Obviously, she wants to play things down in her turn. The manland may be a little better now. Debating if I just block the angel here. Is there value? We'll see what she plays. She's probably going to attack before she does anything. So obviously the ability of the Lava Claw Reaches is pretty punishing here because pumping a 2/2 with Doran in play is not good. Okay. A Grim Lava Man. I would assume an Abrupt Decay on Doran. Okay. Well, she's trying to control. Cool. Well, I don't think I go for that aggressive line anymore. It's an interesting draw. I think here. Hmm. Removal will be best. Well, that card's really strong. I'm gonna hang back. She has 2 pieces of removal, then I'm probably gonna lose. All right. Well, that's rough. Yeah, it happens. You get my tireless tracker. I wasn't gonna play it into Lava Mancer. That seemed bad to me, or it seemed very poor. I guess I should have played it and then sacked it to the Falconwrath Aristocrat. I'd rather have it live though. I didn't have the ability to pump it. Yeah, I think I played that right. I mean, I don't think I play around 2 or 3 cards in her deck, one of which she's already played. You know, that doesn't hit that specifically, but she probably has like Duress, Inquisition, Thoughtseize, maybe him. Okay, what does this thing target? Could just go to face. I mean, I guess we just go for the gusto here if she has one more piece of removal, which is very likely, given that she has an active Sylvan Library. Okay. Could buzz in there with your little fairy rogues. Well, draw has not been. It's been. I guess now it hasn't been great. So we could activate. What does that do for us? Nothing. All right. I guess we bide our time. I don't think it's going to win us the game. I think we're in a losing position right now. But I don't know. Stranger things have happened. We could find a way to pull this out. I mean, she's at 9. What she has to be leery about is like going all in and then like having me remove like one of her last couple blockers and like Lava Claw reaching her out. But at some point, she's going to get low enough that she has to be leery of like Lightning Bolt or, you know, whatever. I'll take 3. Okay. Well, yeah, we're not drawn out of this, huh? Not going so hot. Then again, though, like her draw is not really. I mean, the Bitter Blossom is kind of what the game was about, and we just didn't. We rolled the 5, albeit on the draw, which is better than on the play. But you know, turn 1 duress into our most relevant card, which is Liliana the Veil in that hand. Otherwise, it was lands and Falconwrath Aristocrats with a 3 and a 4, which is not a great hand for this deck. You normally want a couple 1s and 2s to really get it going. So I don't think we're in a spot we can probably win this one now. And she may actually have Exacxes this turn, does she? She has 7. No, she has Exacxes. We'll go ahead and concede here to her. I'm not going to play games. She has Exacxes with the Lava Man. So what I think we want is this thing probably comes in. I do like Zealous Persecution against her. I do like Firebolt. I actually like Deathmark to no small extent. Dread is terrible. Thragtusk is actually interesting to me. It's a very hard card to deal with. Golgari Charm, possibly. All right, so let's consider this. Probably don't want this sword. Do you want Rex Sage? Is that thing going to hit a lot? I mean, it does trade cards pretty admirably. Marchesa may be bad. I don't know. I'm going to leave her in just in case we can get an overwhelming advantage early. Definitely want that. Go on duress? Probably. I probably like it more than Path to Exile, actually. I don't like Path to Exile in this matchup. So I think it's going to be attritional. All right, what else? Ewit's kind of slow. I think it is good enough, though. I think this Garut can come out. I think Bob stays in. Maybe Liliana of the Last Hope comes out. And maybe Sylvan Advocate. Alrighty. Falconwrath Aristocrat is a fine card, but I don't know if I need it here. And maybe we do cut the Baloth out. Well, no, I'm going to cut it out. We'll leave Thragtusk in. I think Thragtusk is a much better card. And it's easier to cast in the deck. Except punish the mulls to 5. Yes, I would love to play first. Let's get a good hand, Moto. I'm going to keep this. It's not good, but I'm going to keep it. It's really actually quite bad. If we don't hit lands, we're going to lose with this hand. All this hand wants to do is hit some lands. But but it can deal with a turn 1 mana dork. This is going to be a Bayou, and we're going to have to find mana to cast a Johnny at some point. I mean, if we want to, we're keeping this a little speculatively, but I really don't feel like going to 6. And I think Inquisition's a strong enough one on turn 1 that we can at least have a game plan for how we're approaching this. All right, so our hand is all big stuff. Okay. It may get there. We'll see. Or maybe she'll just draw a mana dork. I don't know. All right, we can deal with that later on. I'm going to play this out. If she draws another, like, X1, then we can blow her out with Zealous Persecution. But I don't want to do that yet. Okay, well, the cool thing is this. So we know she hasn't drawn more land. Yeah, it's correct. Nope, no one gets out alive. Well, the big question becomes now, do we play Siege Rhino? I think we get the Tireless Tracker going. Okay, we've seen that land already. We know you don't have a Thalia. Did you draw a 3-drop? Okay, a Bitter Blossom. That's a very strong card. Well, her draw has definitely been very supportive of her here. Play this thing out. Bitter Blossom's annoying as hell, but we've got a card engine online. And she'll be want to deal with it, I believe. Well, did you get your land? It's not good for us if you did. Okay, Grim Man. All right, I'm red land for my Empire. This may work. We're going to see here. All right, go ahead. So Liliana's going to be bad. What does she do with the... Okay, this thing comes into play. It can't block a damn thing, so that's fine. I guess you just attack and then kill my Noble Hierarch, which is fine by me. Alright, so if we force her to sack, she sacks the thing that can't block. This thing goes to 4 toughness, she bolts it. But then she has 0 permanence, and we have a Garrick on 4, and I untap 2 lands. F that. Let's just, we didn't come here to be cowards. Let's just go with a Gideon and say +1/+1 to everything. Is that what we want to do? I mean, if we do that, then this thing becomes a 6/5, gets blocked for 3, and then she has to bolt it for 2, and loses all of her permanents. So let's put a 2/2 down, and she can bolt, but she has to attack next turn. And that opens up a few options for us, I think. So do we still attack here and force her to throw all this stuff in front of it? She has to throw this plus this in front of it and then bolt it. Or she can bolt Gideon. Some decent thought in that one. I don't know. I'm going to toss it in front of these 2 fairy rogues just to force her hand on it. It'll use her mana here. Okay. You have to block with 2. Yep. Yep. And then we can drain for 3 next turn. And then you can bolt it on end step. That's fine. She can also bolt our Nobe, but Nobe is just going to make our stuff bigger of note. So could just bolt the Knight Ally out of the way and force us to block. Yep, she bolts that. I was going to say, I think that's the right play. That's the card engine. She does have the Vampire in hand, which could kill the Gideon instantaneously. All right, well, she found her land. Now we need Demise. So we need to hit. Okay. That is A-okay with me, man. I will take the 3 damage. So I think the play this turn is Garruk. Garruk into Siege Rhino. You can block it if you want. Yep, how bad could it be, right? Actually, I think that might be the game. We'll see here. So we'll go Garruk. Get a Taiga. So we can set up next turn. That's 3 down to 5, down to 4, bolt for 3, put her to dead? I think so. I think this works. She should have her own walker this turn. Or Bloodbraid Elf could possibly be a thing. Alright, a tapped land. You could Bloodbraid me here. As long as it's nothing that gains life, I don't care. And I don't think she had life gain in hand. So, yeah, I'll take the 3. And he'll take the 4. I don't want to lose my Siege Rhino. Although I guess technically maybe I should, but I mean, I know what she has in hand at this point, right? It's 2 Walker. Oh, it's a Walker and then the Bloodbraid Elf. She's going to cast the Walker here. All right, I think. As long as my red mana stays alive, I don't care what you do. As long as I'm able to cast a Johnny and win the game, that's all I need to do. So, what have we got? All right, Huntmaster of the Fells. Well, what are you going to put in front of it? Well, she had Huntmaster, so are we just dead? Or can we Miser? She got 2 turns of attacks, so I don't know. We'll see. We could just Miser. You do 1 damage, though. All right, well, I'm on a 1-turn clock, too. Think she gained the crucial life she needed to gain, though, here. The one thing that stinks is we've definitely drawn more lands this game. We're up on lands, unfortunately. That sucks. All right, so I'm off the top of my deck. You can kill the Nobe. I mean, the Nobe is not crucial to my plans. All right, top deck. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Bitter Blossom, I think, won this game for her, actually. I think it did. Curious to see what my next draw would have been, but yeah, she gets us here. So we just get hit for $1 billion off Garrick. That was a stellar draw, too, though, because I think if she had not, we would have been close. It would have been very tight. So it would have been 2, 3, 5. No, it would have been enough, anyways. So it's a stylistic win. So let's see what our next card was and see if we could have gotten there. Nope. Nope. Nothing coming. Alrighty. Good games. Okie doke. So let's go and go to our personal CP and report this result. We got O2'd here. We got browned completely. Verify match report. Cool. Good to go. Oh, yeah, I was drawing straight garbage. But she had a pretty perfect draw. I think she'd be hard-pressed not to admit that. When you draw the one last land you need and draw just all gas. Everything after that is just all expels. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, her draw was all gas. Well, I guess she drew one extra land. No, she drew the Bayou, but like not the Bayou. She drew the one extra land she needed, but it was tapped when it came into play. I think from the offset we were pretty well set up to win there, but that's unfortunate. Maybe there was an alternate way we could have played that. I don't know. All right, so this thing is going away. This thing is going here. She's gonna like I don't know, Doomblade it or Path to Exile it or some shit. Gonna let the Jace die? That doesn't seem good. Jace seems like I'd rather bounce Thragtusk. Don't let Jace die. Thragtusk will find more answers. Why would you not bounce Thragtusk there? That makes no sense to me. I mean, you got 5 cards to his 1. Who cares if he gains a bunch of life? Like, life is not relevant in these matchups generally. I just don't think it is. But you're on blue-white. It's all about just you don't care how much life they're at. I mean, eventually you'll just seize control of the game and win. All right, Maze of Ith. Well, that's an answer that could have saved Jace. Jace was like the inevitability on this board, I think. Let's see how these two are doing. All right, AEF1 with what? What the hell's going on here? Why is there a vampire token? Oh, he had a planeswalker, and AEF had like a bazillion things. Okay, well, I'd say, yeah, you failed to control them at that point. I think he's on Mardu control. And what's going on here? Taking 3 a turn from Finks, and it's 6 cards. Okay, well, at some point, that's probably going to get tech edged here. This on her turn, she's casting something. If it's Elsbeth, that's probably gain. If it's Elsbeth with multiple counter backup, then yeah, the big Elsbeth, the Sun's champion. No, it takes more mana than that, I think. All right, Elves of Deep Shadow. Looks like AF Fabricio's on some sort of 4-color blood variant, or maybe 3-color blood. All right, Shackles, the old Shackles. Just gonna take the Finks, I suppose. I'll take the Tusk. Okay. Well, I guess you can block the Finks, and then you get to keep the 3/3. Overtapped a bit for it, but hey, this is like an abrupt decay or something. Magma Jet to face. That seems fine if I'm Michelle. Card on bottom. Card on bottom. Okay. Well, he's looking for like a Thrun or something. I don't know. I don't even know if like Thrun can beat Shackles that easily. I mean, it has to be the only threat. And then when she like gets Wrath of God, all right, he blows up the what have you, the Maze of Ith, as opposed to the Celestial Colonnade, which is an actual threat. All right, so he's looking to draw gas. She has pretty apparent counter magic up. Let's see what these two are up to. Oh, we'll see how ML's doing too. I gave him a Death and Taxes deck, so hopefully that's going well for him. Our first round did not go well. Straight brown, down to a 5-card mulligan first game. On the draw, luckily, but not good enough against an opposing efficient. On a good draw for 4C Blood, I don't think you mull the 5 and win, even if you're on a good deck too. All right, Booze has got a birthing pod going. That's not good. What did he get? Parallax Wave. That's a beating to take out of the hand. All right, so ML Berlin needs to probably draw Containment Priest and just brown him on the birthing pod. He should be drawing a shit ton of lands here soon. All right, lost the waste or the Dust Bowl. How much life is his opponent at? Well, I guess he can continue to kill the or beat up on the Elsbeth at least. You can't play this deck like an aggro deck though, ML. I hope you are not. I hope you're playing it like basically it's an aggro control strategy. It needs to be it's a pretty nuanced deck to play actually. It's not the simplest deck ever. Looks like AEF has an early lead here. As far as permanent count goes, kills a Dwarven Blast Miner. Looks like he's playing something pretty similar to our deck. All right, Mind Stone, ramping. Ramping in the early stage of the game can be dicey. Obviously, Solemn Simulacrum is one you don't care to block, but you're in 10 life against Red-Green Stompy. It doesn't have to be great. Oh, Dragon Lord got countered by a Hydroblast. Rough. Probably block with the Solemn. Just a draw. Takes. Okay. Oh, Day of Judgment. Okay. Well, Finks comes back. Thragtusk drops a 3/3 on her side. And he's got a Treetop Village. She has an active Celestial Colonnade and 3 to his 2 cards. A Garruk Relentless, you want to kill that? Or you want to get rid of it at least? Okay, blows up the Manland. I assume you need to counter this too. This weird sequencing. If you don't have a counter for this, it's not great. I guess maybe you don't have to because you're just going to make a 2/2. And then that you want to get rid of. Like, you need to counter that thing. Oh, you don't have it? Yuck. Yuck, man. All right. Well, he can draw a lot of cards. Creates a 2/2. I mean, could have fought the other beast, but that doesn't seem good enough. I think you untap your Shackles here. And you probably have to fire up the Colonnade and just get in there. Take out the Garruk. Might as well attack him too, yeah, because he's on a Sylvan Library draw, which means you want to limit his life resource. He takes the 3. All right, what's going on over here? We have a Chandra Pyromaster. Okay. Something that's going to die relatively soon. Yeah. Probably plinking the Garruk. I guess the Garruk could ultimate too. That's an interesting thing. All right, Elsbeth, a Tyrell. An indubitably annoying card. If he has the what is that card called? I doubt he has Zealous Persecution deck, but that would be a beating if he could find the white mana, which was evidently destroyed by this Dwarven Blast Miner, the Savannah. Okay, yeah, he blew up that land. at some point. How is ML doing over here? Well, not great. He's gone into a recurring nightmare loop, which is tends not to be good. What does he have in his graveyard? Nothing really good though. What's exiled? All right, Booze Mongoose has lost his voice and his that thing. So he's on some sort of pattern rector deck of some sort. ML, I think you need to be playing lands, man. I don't know where all your mana's at. I guess you're trying to use the Weathered Wayfarer to kind of get up on cards. I don't know. I think here eventually this is going to kind of brown you. All right, get rid of the Elsbeth. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, well, ML is up a lot on lands. I think you need to continue to play them out here. If you can, I don't know. If you can get off a Containment Priest, this deck is, like I said, it's more technical. It's a more technical deck, I think, than just standard White Weenie. Okay, Sarkin Vol and this thing came out. What did this thing destroy? Shackles. Okay. So Sarkin Vol. Why is the Beast not attacking Sarkin Vol? What does this do? Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Attack that creature against haste. Okay. Well, what answer do you have up your sleeve, Michelle? I mean, if he draws any burn spell, he just probably wins, right? Oh, he natural ordered something. The Finks into this Woodfall Primus, which is just a big behemoth. Use it to destroy the Shackles. Obviously, I mean, because the Shackles will just take it if she destroys. Well, there's a Green Sun Zenith. This is a must counter, so it's now or never. Getting Primeval Titan, I would assume. Maybe just Thragtusk. Yeah, maybe just Thragtusk here. That's Primeval Titan. It's got to be. That's just that card's so unbeatable. What is she doing? Like, I guess she just has jack and shit in hand. The same thing that happened to her when she was playing us. I think in one of our series matches. Is happening again. All right, the Chandra blows up that thing. Looks like managed to seize control of this game. All right, Lingering Souls. Yep. What else in the graveyard? Okay, you just made tokens twice with Elspeth, and now you're at 14. So it looks like the Mardu control player is firmly seized control from AEF Fabricio here. AEF does have a card engine, but I don't think it's going to beat two Planeswalkers. I don't even know if there's draws for him here. Oh, he's also clocking himself. All right, well, yeah, he's not going to win on clock alone. All right, Eternal Witness getting back the Elspeth. Makes sense. Thought seizing the 9-card hand, which is all lands. Parallax Wave down. Parallax Wave is a game winner. And actually in this deck, it's kind of cool. It has a combo. This is actually my deck I loaned ML. It plays very well with Containment Priest, which is main deck in this. It's not a full Exiler list, but it has a few characteristics of Exiler. And the main deck Parallax Wave was for all these mid-range matchups that I think are pretty tough. Okay, yeah, Johnny Rogue wins the matchup. That makes sense there. Well, you can take out the Elsbeth again, I suppose. You got to kill off the Elsbeth. I think there may even be credence to attacking with the precinct captain. Yeah, just if you're lucky, you'll get to make a token. I don't think it needs to go at. I think it needs to go at face though. Yep, you got to block with all four of them. Yeah, no. So you just rearrange the pile and put this in the front. If he doesn't, he's gonna lose his thing. Yeah, there you go. All right, he just loses those two. That's fine. You just need to kill those two first, and then he just loses two things for no reason. I guess he does have the. No, actually, he doesn't. It is relevant. So he'll get Vindicate now, because the Eternal Witness is in the graveyard. Why wouldn't you pump there to kill the Elsbeth? Now you take a crushing blow to the face from the Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, the game just ended. That was silly because this is a soldier, so you can make it a 5/6 and hit the Elsbeth down to 0, kill it. I mean, let's see. So 3. Actually, he can recast the Elsbeth, but then the Knight's tapped if he doesn't draw land. I mean, you can start looping the Siege Rhino too. I don't know. There's a lot of bonkers things that could happen from this point. Um, yeah, he's just gonna make this thing fly. And I mean, unless ML drew like PTE because you don't want him gaining life, then the game should be over. All right, here's the. Yeah, missing killing the Elspeth is not good. I'm gonna drain for 2. Okay. I mean, swords would be bad because if you had swords, you would just do it. Yeah, there's no condemn, but that's not my deck. Yeah, the only answer that would work here is swords to plowshares, and you would want to do that before he plussed. So, yeah, that didn't have to happen that way. I don't know. I don't think the game was over, to be honest with you. I don't think it was. All right, let's check this real fast and make sure everyone has reported, guys. And all right, undrop. No, he's dropped, I guess. All righty. Um, that's right. Booze versus ML. Oh, yep. All right, guys. Sorry about all this. Consume didn't report either, but that's all right. I just did it for her. I know she won 2-0. Alrighty. So let's go to the event settings. Not this. Alrighty. So let's get ready to play. I don't know what we're playing against with Garland. I'm not sure if he's on control or whatnot. Evidently, he took a beating round one. Let's see. Who is he playing against? Current standings. I can't tell. I might go in there. I don't want to get information I wouldn't know before. I didn't see his game. He may have been playing against like Red Deck Wins or something. I think Math Guy's on that. Let's start this event. And I'd love to play first. This is a great hand. I'm going to keep it. So there's a hot debate if I just like jam the sword out on turn 2 and just see if I can like equip it and go to town. If he's playing something slower and efficient, like that could just be enough, right? Do I want to draw more lands? No, not really. So I'm gonna get, I believe, a Bayou here. Now, if the Elves dies, I mean that's like obviously all bets are off, and I need a threat. Doesn't show it to you. That's odd. I think I'm going for it here, guys. To be honest, I think I just jammed the sword, and if you don't have an answer to this, like you're just doomed. Or if you have like a tapped land, I probably won't play around Fatal Push. I'll probably just go for it. If they have Abrupt Decay, they'll probably just blow the sword up. So that was one argument against it. Okay, Reassembling Skeleton, all about it. Maybe they're on like a deck that needs to discard. Well, if you have a Slaughter Pact, you can, I guess, lose the game here. Just gonna equip this thing and get heavy-handed with it. And I don't know if it's gonna be good enough or not, but it feels pretty good. All right, ditch a card. Big Garrick. Wow. The thing is mana intensive. We'll play around an Edict here. If we get like we can get Toxic Deluge. We can't get Damnation. Hmm. We're gonna get T-Delled. All right, Perndeed. Well, the Fleece Main Lion can become an indestructible monstrosity, right? The big question is, do I hit with the sword and not make it monstrous? I mean, how greedy am I? Is that really greedy? I think it's greedy. Um, yeah, this turn we could hit for 5, down to 11. We got burn in hand. No, I don't want to draw more lands. So I think the play here is just attack with the Fleece Mane. And he'll probably block it with the reassembling skeleton. It wouldn't make sense not to. Yeah. And if they have an edict, then they can get the Fleece Mane. Like if they... Alright, that thing's monstrous now, so it's indestructible and hexproof, which means they have to make me sacrifice it. Um, so we'll see. They're going to get 2 permanents out of us. That's fine. I think this line makes the most sense, though. I salvage a card out of the deal. They're out of lands. That's not good for them. Well, Coder's a good draw. Go ahead and do this for 3. Get 2 of my permanents. I don't think you let me hit here. You're going to let me hit? That's amazing. Why would you do that? Why would you let me hit? You can't... I don't think you should do that. I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, go ahead, man. I don't even know what's going on. Maybe he misclicked or clicked through it. I don't know, but like, why would you want to discard a card there? You're gonna do it at the end step. Okay, well, you want me to stop me from playing something. You already missed land though. Okay, that is really bizarre. That's a free card. I mean, Bitter Blossom's not something he wants to cast, but it's still a card in hand, right? The worst thing for us here is Liliana. If he has that, then I guess that's a rationale, is that he has Liliana in hand and he wants to get this thing. Then I guess we just play out Coder. Um, I mean, Damnation doesn't do it. Like, Toxic Deluge or Edict or Liliana is like it. Okay, well, he's got Edict. That's a thing. All right, you got it. Do I crack here? I think I do actually crack here. If we draw land, I mean, it's better to draw here. Eternal Witness? Wow. Siege Rhinoceros? Yeah. I think I'm just going to do that. I don't think we can go wrong with this. I mean, we're draining him. I got to learn how to tap. And if he kills it, we can just Eternal Witness it back. So we drain him for 3 down to 6, have 6 burn in hand, have a removal spell for a non-black creature, and have a 4/5 monster that tramples. That if it gets removed, I have an Eternal Witness for. And even if he draws land, we do what? 2 to face, and then I can Eternal Witness it back. I'm liking this. This feels pretty good. All right, there's the land. So target legendary creature gets +1/+1. It's an interesting land. All right, he's dead. Get him to Turricus. That would be bad. Yeah, I think the play is honestly just getting the Siege Rhinoceros back. Okay. What do you get back? Pernicious Deed? Probably not Bitter Blossom. No, just a woodland. All right, cool. Hmm. Unless he like Mind Twist us or something like that, I feel like this is eventually going to win. Then 5 lands. Of note, we kind of did want to draw a land as opposed to Garruk, I think. Well, do you have a Thragtusk or something like that? All right, Garruk. Garruk does not worry me that much. He could blow up my Tireless, my Eternal Witness, rather. That'd be okay with me. I'll still probably just Thragtusk. Yeah, that's fine. So this thing only has Fear, so that thing will be making Death Touching Wolves. Oh. That's probably better. Even if you have, like, discard now. I have duplicate. I have, like, 3 ways to kill you. So you have to gain life. Even if he Thragtusk, he goes to 6, takes 4, down to 2. Lightning Helix or Siege Rhino kill him. So Thragtusk is not even an answer here. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's what 4C Blood's supposed to do when it draws gas. I think I want Duress in this matchup. It looks like he's running a bunch of Planeswalkers. I think I also want Winter Orb. Reclamation Sage, I think, is probably going to be good in this matchup. I think I also want the Planeswalkers. Even Mind Sensor is good. This sword is good. This sword is bad. What else? What else? Marchesa, I think, it seems great. Doesn't look like he has a ton of creatures. Looks like he's mostly like just a Planeswalker deck. Um, hmm. All that said, I mean, I think Chandra. I think that we played this deck before. Chandra last time was pretty good. Maybe we cut Path to Exile again. It is card disadvantage, and I think this is going to be a grindier matchup. It's kind of my rationale behind it. I think we could also cut her just because, like, he's not running a bunch of dorks. Like, he's not running mana dorks, I don't think. He's like a rock control deck. So I think outside of using her, like, ultimate, I think up to her ultimate, she's not going to do a damn thing. This hand's great. So we have a way to remove enchantments. We have a Bitter Blossom. Yeah, keep, 100%. He's going to have ways of dealing with Bitter Blossom, but hey, he's going down in cards. Don't go to 5, man. Say it ain't so. All right, cool. 5 is no-go zone. That's you're probably losing the game. All right, discard. Turn 1 Duress would be good here. All right, well, he knows that card very well. Just gonna play this one out. Man is perfect. Everything's perfect. Can't cast a Kasali next turn, which is not perfect, but I wouldn't be able to activate it anyways. I intend on playing out this Bitter Blossom and telling him to go. Tarmogoyf too? Just an abundance of riches. This is how a draw on this deck's supposed to look. Our first game did not represent the deck well. The Mull the 5 and then just not drawing good gas. The second game, I think we have to go back. Maybe we could have made some different lines of play with the Siege Rhino, like remove something. Um, but I went the route that I think won me the most games against an attritional card like Bitter Blossom. Okay, Grim Tutor for something to kill the Bitter Blossom, I would assume. But actually, the funny thing is, we can play the Kasali out and leave it open because if it's he'll have to wait on a Pernicious Deed if it's that. I like that. I like that a lot actually. If it's just Abrupt Decay that he gets, that's less good. But I think this would be good. I mean, he could get like Maelstrom Pulse too. But if he goes for what I think he's going for, which is Pernicious Deed, then I think we just play out the Kasali and force him to wait until he has big mana to do it. Um, yeah, I'm liking that more and more. So I think the line is we play out the Horizon Canopy, and even if this goes like horrendously awry for us, we gotta we've got a Chandra next turn, I think. So that should be good. But if we force him to play this, like wait to play this until he has 6 mana, like that's really good. Or I'm sorry, 5 mana. Like then we get 2 free Fairy Rogues out of it. We get some free attack steps. Cool. Nope. Unfortunately, that's going to the exile zone permanently. All right, so I think the single most important thing now, if he has his 5th mana, okay, well, you can blow my lands up. I don't really, you can blow my white mana if you like. I think this is going to be Deed. Okay, Vizier, which is a 4/6. That's a big lad right there. What is this looking for? Could play Goyf and Siege Rhino, but he's tutored twice at this point. Like, I think I want to keep my Spartan reserve, if you will, and just continue to dome him with the Chandra. I don't know. It could be wrong. Could just make red mana play Goyf and Siege Rhino, and that would be a pretty busted thing to do. All right, what card do we get here? You get Hero's Downfall for the Chandra. Well, do we get 2 damage out of our Chandra? Do we get a bunch of mana? I think it is going to be Hero's Downfall, is what he goes for here. So maybe we just, okay. No, I'm greedy. I'm looking. All right, just land. I'm kind of glad I did that actually now. I don't want to draw land right now. Um, Same either way, just attack with 1. All right. We got threats abounding. All right. Well, you can loop things like kitchen finks if you like. All right. What do we have here? A worm coil engine. Okay. It's an interesting card to play. Hmm. All right. Well, what do we got now? And guys, real quick, I'm going to delete some files. So delete, yes. Actually, let's just do this. Shift delete. So I think this is going to be a longer night. All right, cool. All right, you get all your little tokens. But now if you do damnation or something, I'll just kill you with Chandra, right? You can't damnation in Volrath's stronghold this turn, I don't think. And if you pop, you can only pop right now Pernicious Deed for 3, which means you'd kill everything but the Sidisi and the Siege Rhino. All right. Yep. Kazali Pride Mage, interactive, cheap card. That's what it does. People love their Worm Coil engines, and maybe I'm still going to get beat here. All right, Diabolic Intent. Well, I didn't leave up the Aven Mind Sensor. Could just be damnationing the board, but I have a Chandra ultimate for lethal. So unless it is like Hero's Downfall to kill Chandra, which means you're dead to damage, I don't see what it could be. Like, even if it's like Living Death off of like an in-hand Dark Ritual, like, that does nothing. Like, right? I mean, I think this is just game, guys. I think we got him. So we have 2 spells, like straight up gas in hand. So we just ultimate Chandra if he doesn't kill her. If he does, this is the thing with tutors, like, and this is why like I'm a big proponent of like putting demonic tutor in the cube, or not the cube, in the format. I'm not so much with vampiric tutors too busted, imperial seal too busted. I think just 1 mana is just too little for this effect. 2 I think is just right to have a singleton of. Because I don't think they do it all the time. Like, you're seeing him Diabolic Intent here, so he can get any card in his deck twice. Like, he's done it twice this game, and like he's still up against the fences with 3 cards in hand. Yeah, the games, man. I mean, that's a testament to like the power of some of these mid range decks. It's okay, I think, to have cards like that that tutor, and still like he's tutored twice and he just can't, tutor twice for anything in his deck, not just lands or something like that, but like any given card, and he can't get them. It's kind of nuts. How are these two getting along? Let's open up the rest of the matches and kind of check out what's going on. And guys, excuse me if I jump back to chat. I just want to make sure no one needs help or anything. I think we are good. I'm just kidding, son. All right, so he's down to 11. He's got a bunch of mana dorks, more cards in hand. The K-Rakus, it's not irrelevant. Infinite mana. And a 1-mana Planeswalker. Got something back with Eternal Witness. I wasn't present when that was happening. Another mana dork. All right, he has a mana dork draw. So if he doesn't have something relevant, he could be effed. All right, tutors. He tutors 2 for what equipment? Sophie or something like that? Okay. The Sword of Feast and Famine. That card is horrendous against ML. ML should be playing Dust Bowl. All right, a Planeswalker. I don't know what ML kept to not have played anything by turn 3. You got to keep hands. You want like 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Like that is the sequence of this deck. Like it needs to almost run that way every time. Like you can go 2-drop into 3-drop. You can do that, but you want good interaction like a removal spell for like their turn 1-drop. So I'm sorry, dude, I'm not trying to rag on you. I'm just saying how I generally play D&T, and I've had decent track record with it. I stopped running it once there was so much mid-range. Like the 4-color blood deck just wrecks it. I mean, it's because at the end of the day, 4-color blood's a fair deck. All right, so he is tutoring on her end step for Thragtusk, more than likely, or possibly Primeval Titan. If she has an Aven Mind Sensor, which is in the graveyard, that'll be good. Primeval Titan, okay. Let's probably gain. Unless she can stop it in some way, shape, or form. Which is not impossible. She's going to blow up a Dork this turn, probably blow up the Deathrite Shaman, and if you have an Elspeth on the following turn, you can swing in for lethal over the top of his head. That's the play. Soon. Do you have the Elspeth? I hope you do. Because if you can swing in for a healthy 7 after dealing 2 off this thing flipping. Oh, it's not flipping this turn. Okay. What did you cast? He cast Eldmary's Call. Okay, that's the beating. He cast the Eldmary's Call, which got to be like one of the few instances in his deck, I would assume. Primeval Titan. All right, there's a sword and nothing else in play, and 2 Planeswalkers, you're dead. I just concede. Like, you can't beat that now. That deck is not coming back from behind. Like, you need to get an early starts. That deck, so Death and Taxes is all about getting ahead very early and then staying ahead, like continuing to seize every opportunity to disrupt the living shit out of them. It doesn't play any other way. Like, it really doesn't. Like, you need to, I mean, it does. You can just play like an aggro deck and just like jam it and not like disrupt them, but you need to. Like, if you don't, like, you will lose to their stuff. That's why there are a lot of kind of odd cards in this build of the deck. All right, you have a 4-drop of some sort. Yeah, I don't think this is winnable. I think you just snap concede here. And that's a strong card, but it's not going to attack through the Knight allies. You probably want to equip the sword. I guess unless you're like worried about the Gideon coming in. Wow. Okay, so there's a Circle of Protection red. Oh, actually, so he's gonna die to his own. He's gonna die to his own Sulfuric Vortex. That is my prediction. Can't bring back that thing. Mardu Scout with dash. She's gonna gain infinite life. Oh, she can't gain life. That's right. Okay, so the warmth is dead, but the Circle of Protection is live. And she has to use his Sulfuric. It's an interesting game, actually. Michelle Wong always hates on this deck. If she finds a way to blow up the Sulfuric Vortex, it's just over. Although he has a draw engine, a pretty ample draw engine in play right now. Yeah, so none of this ever happens. This all went away. Yeah, you should probably just use Chandra to draw so you can play out more silly little threats. Cool thing about Thermo is like he can force her to tap down on her turn too, all that. She's already tapping 2 mana on her turn for Thermo. All right, Mardu Scout, back in hand. Back in hand, you. I mean, if she can Wrath here, does she even do that? You prevent this. Yeah, you don't take pain off your land. What does he have going on? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll just minimize this one for now. This is a pretty bad game. Unfortunately. All right, the prime time's still in play. The scrap heap is back. We're enlightening tutoring for what? For birthing pod? Recurring nightmare? For eternal witness? Okay. All right. So recurring nightmare, but he doesn't have. She's not dead. She's not 100% dead. If he does this wrong, he won't be able to use the Stirring Wildwood, but he's at 9 life. This can gain life off Avon. I don't know. It's going to be tight. But with Recurring Nightmare, Eternal Witness, Mary's Call in Graveyard, this looks like an infinite loop. Actually, the deck Booze is playing is pretty close to our own Pattern Rector deck. I don't know if it's the same deck or not. I think he titled it the same way too. Pattern Erector, like like wreck someone. I don't know. It's kind of a silly joke. Anyway, we're gonna get an Mary's Call, find a Thragtusk, gain infinite life. Elsbeth is no longer alive. Draw. Game is over. Yeah, this will be for the old Tuscarino, would be my guess. Maybe he has more big dumb things in there. I don't know. Oh, I should report results. I don't know if I did that or not. All right, she got an Anafenza now, which can chump block the Academy Rector, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, that happens. People get lucky. It is 100 card. That is a thing. If she gets the Academy Rector, should have gotten Tower. Tower was the right card to get. Yeah, why didn't you get Tower, dude? Like, you wanted Phyrexian Tower off one of these initial ones. Get Wasteland too, but I think Tower is the right call. Not running notably the Dark Depths combo. I tend to run Dark Depths in this deck because it's it's very heavily a Titan-based deck. Oh, he blocked Anafenza. I'm sorry. I'm being goofy, guys. The Anafenza blocks all that out. So Recurring Nightmare is actually now dead. He's at 6 life. He has to consider his attacks here because he can't pump infinitely. This thing can't attack. This thing can attack for 7. which is exactly a 2-turn clock until it's blocked next turn, which makes it a 3-turn clock. But the Death Right can grind out this spell and this spell and this spell. All right, the Death Right can make it lethal in 2 turns, pretty definitively, I think, unless she has removal somehow the next turn. All right, AEF won this one. I guess he kept on Elsbeth or something and a bunch of removal. You don't want to keep on just removal in this deck. You need to have threats. Like, that deck is a threat-based deck. I mean, like I said, you have to get ahead early and then stay ahead, always. That is how you win that deck. She's at 4 life, so some stuff has gotten through. And when Chandra ultimates, I think that'll be that. All right, you tap the one of the things. Well, if she wraths right now, then Maze of Ith basically does the same thing that Circle Protection does. It's just specific to one of these cards right here, with the exception of the Thermal Alchemist. You need a Wrath. Cop is cool and all, but like when they get one of these down, like they ultimate it, like top 10 cards, choose an instant, copy it 3 times. Like you're probably not going to stop all that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess maybe you could. Maybe you could. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. This stops 1, 4. No, I guess you have exactly enough over the turn cycle. That'd be crazy if she managed to keep red deck wins like stifled with. I think you take that one. Yeah. I mean, if he ultimates his Chandra, he's going for it. We're going big. Going effing huge. All right, looks like we're calling a good game here. All righty. Well, Booze Mongoose takes that one down. All right. What are we doing here? This looks like a pretty epic spell battle, so I would assume um, you cast Flame Javelin a bazillion times. Thermal Alchemist will dome. Oh, that's right. Thermal Alchemist is actually going to synergize very well with this. I think you can take 2, though, from it. Oh, that's right. It cops it right now. So once it's stacked, none of this other shit from it's going to matter. Is it the next time or is it until the next turn? Next time. Okay, well, it's already been prevented then. So that doesn't quite work out. Also has 2 cards in hand, so it's probably more than 9 at this point. Her odds of winning, I think she just got overwhelmed. Oh, they're in game 3. ML won the first one, it appears. Cool, so there's more Magic to watch. All right, we got to terminate on what? Relic Seeker, I assume. Oh, Athalia. Okay, well. Well, the courser kind of browns him. So does the master of the wild hunt. So does timely reinforcements. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of things that he drew that browned him. Sulfur elemental. Yeah, that seems like epic level. Fucking horrible. Sorry for the language, guys. That's fucking brutal. Like, that's just savagery. On this board especially, like just like, all right, Spirit Thalia dead. Is he gonna fetch? Fetching has to be wrong. All right, cool. He's just playing a land. I mean, like, I'm not trying to root against UML, but like, I mean, it's not often unless you're like in vintage nowadays. With well, before Menor was banned, that you get to see Sulfur Elemental just like have complete blowouts or conduct complete blowouts. Um, so Honor of the Peer could be a big game here. I mean, he still has to contend with the Master of the Wild Hunt. That's gonna die. Oh, yeah, all of this dies, man. I don't think you want to play that guy out. I don't think you want to play that fella out at all. He's not going to draw the Sulfur Elemental? How can that be? I mean, knowing Moto will just be the top card anyways, but how can that be? I guess he just wants to beat him with the Master? That seems terrible. That can't be right, AEF. Cannot be right. That can't be right, man. I don't get what you just did. Why would you do that? I mean, Sword's great, but you shouldn't have to crack the land to fetch. You have Avacyn's Pilgrim. You have a land on top that you're going to draw. You have a Sophie in hand, which is a good card, but damn. All right, Michelle, you're gonna time out here. Doesn't matter how big the habit gets. That's all fine. Thermo Alchemist. Oh my goodness. She unexpectedly absented that. That is epic level. Wow. She just browned the living hell out of him. Nicely played, Michelle. Nicely played. I mean, I think you want to wait on doing all that. I think you want to let him hit you at this point. What? Why are you preventing all this? Why are you doing this? You have to prevent the flame javelin. I think, right? Are these all targeted already? I don't know. The abbot will get kicked out. I would have just put it on top, force him to draw it. The card was actually killing him. All right, overwhelmed by red deck wins. Gotcha. This match is beyond befuddling to me though. Like I don't know why you would ever give up that overwhelming advantage. Is this going to game 3? That was game 2. Oh, they're copies of spell. So can you not target them with? I guess she targeted all those, but then she had the creatures to contend with, so her mana was just overwhelmed. Well, if there's a deck that Azorius loses to, and it's something we were talking to or talking about in a recent side video, it is indeed the mono red menace. I thought that was last game. She does not have a lot of time to finish that one up. She's gonna have to. I don't know. He can finish it in like 3 minutes, but her deck, I don't know if it can. It was probably smarter to concede earlier, as opposed to mulling through that series of plays. Why she prevented the Thermo, whatever his name is, from doing all of his shenanigans is beyond me. I think I would have just topped the. Maybe I'm wrong there. All right, Green says you can't fetch here. You got to draw into that thing. That thing's a bomb. Like you want that. Okay, I guess we're gonna cast this thing out and blow up the Thalia probably. I mean, this game is so over. Like, just so completely over. Not even funny. Like, maybe I should have given ML more of like a white weenie beatdown deck. This deck is you don't keep the same way in this deck as you do on a white weenie beatdown. Like it's a little different. It is a very good deck. It's just all right. What's going on over here? I kind of want to see what these two get up to. All right. In the interim, I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick, guys. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna leave this match up and just leave it running. Okay. All right, guys, we're back. We have a true name Nemesis early, which is very aggressive. He has his, as per Sulfuric Vortex. Michelle is probably cursing his name. Well, you draw top deck your Circle of Protection rune, or I'm sorry, Circle of Protection red. That's not going to be good enough. And she really can't trade damage here. All right, that looks like game. Yeah, the Azorius deck cannot deal with red deck wins. I'd love to play red deck wins any day of the week, though, personally. All right, math guy got her. Is red deck wins going to make it to the final? I think that's the last round. So that's complete. All right, guys. Let me go and make sure everyone has submitted. All right, we're waiting on math guy Michelle Wong. I assume 1-2 result or 2-1 in his favor. Uh-oh. Bro, I'm still playing, man. All right. I guess he's had enough. Alrighty. So let's go back in here. Verify Michelle has submitted her results. Okie doke. Math guy versus Sung. Yeah, she probably did have the. Oh, my bad. Where's the 115th? Which one did I miss? All right. Come on, ML. This deck is good, dude. I think you just probably had a bad run with it. It is a solid deck. It is just more of a it's more of a control deck than you'd imagine. It is set up to be played that way. A lot of this deck is anticipating what they're trying to do. All right, come on, Moto, hurry up. I want to join my game. Dude, you're still short a winter orb, dude. All right, come on, ML, hurry up. All right. There it is. All right, winter orb. Success. All right, come on, winter orb. All right. I assume Rob Zadar is on a white weenie. Sorry about the delay, brother. Just trying to do some admin stuff. All right, is this hand keepable? Yes, it is. Is it dangerous? Yeah, it is that, but he doesn't have discard, so hey. Well, if this thing gets bolted, or not bolted, but like plowed or something like that, that's not good. Okay, protection from black. Come on, Moto. Well, we have an answer to that eventually. Right now, we do not. We really need to hit a land. You got me. Can't block. All right, land. Oh my goodness. Well, this is not good for us, guys. Not good at all. So we really needed to hit a land in the first couple of draw steps here. Now we may just get browned. But that was a risk of the hand. But if it had gone off, it would have gone off big time. Like, I'd have an Anafenza this turn and be like, okay, Brima's cool, whatever, dude. Okay, bone a splitter. So we're just going to hit us as hard as he can. Yeah, we're just going to take the 8. Do you have a follow-up threat, too? May just be browned here. A little greedier on the keep. Not a little, it was a lot greedier. All right, flyer. That's not good. Well, we don't have pyroclasm or something that kills all these things. Oh, there's a land. Cool. All right. That game? Yeah, it's game. All right. His draw was 1, solid. Ours just missed. If we don't miss like that, we can run him over, I think. Feel very confident in this matchup. Just think we need to get a little more lucky than that and probably keep a little better. So we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't want this. We don't need some of these bigger cards. Like Vulcan Wrath Aristocrat's probably a little too ambitious. Bitter Blossom, maybe we take out. Um, I still kind of like the Bob. I don't think I actually like the swords in this matchup. I don't think I need them. Same token, we're running. We can kind of cut these two things. I think value gets a little smaller with Dread of Night in deck. Obviously, Choke is interesting. I kind of do like Rex Sage. I think maybe. Hmm. One more card. Cut the Chandra out. I think she's kind of slow. Yeah, hopefully better luck this time. Kind of got brown on that first draw. It was just it was a greedier keep, but I think it was better than going lower. This hand is stellar, by the way. So turn one Mana Dork, turn two Anafenza, turn turn three Gideon. Go. I mean, if you remove my Dork, oh well, I'm playing a Voice of Resurgence into an Anafenza. It's a little slower, but then you're removing my Dork at the same time. Okay. Have fun with an Anafenza. Out of red mana or don't have red mana, which could be a detriment to us at some point. Thalia would be annoying here. All right, just a Dryad Militant. Then we put two blockers out, or two creature cards out actually this turn, and then wait on the Gideon. If he's going to spend mana tapping my stuff down, I want to draw more cards and just overpower him with force here. Yep. I also wouldn't mind hitting removal. Yep. All right, Ajani. Alright, trying to overwhelm him by force here. Is he going to have a Mondo combo and just play an equipment on this thing and kill me in one fell swoop? Well, it's -3 to double strike, so I suppose not. Okay, Sigiled Paladin. Okay. Alright. Alright, this seems okay, but I mean, there's any draw he could have that would just win it from here. Tech Edge is okay with me. A Baneslayer Angel? Wow. Okay, well, we need to draw removal now, or else that card will win him the game. Really? Wow, that's extremely annoying. Wow. What a haymaker punch. Hmm. I really don't know how we beat that, guys. I mean, we need to hit right now, like terminate, and he's like, oh, you're not going to cast it. You can't cast it. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess it does have to turn sideways. All right. Well, losing half our life here. No, we're not. Okay. Well, no attacks. That is getting browned right there. Oh, there's the Tremoka's command that would have won us the game. That's rough. That is a rough beat right there, I think. But hey, what are you gonna do? I guess sometimes it happens. You just get blown out by silly stuff. That was pretty dumb though. I think his odds of winning that matchup are very, very low, and he drew exactly what he needed, exactly when he needed it. So that happens sometimes. Um, so totally browned. That game's over. Let's see what these two are up to. Just getting browned today. That was rough though. I mean, that was just a horrendous beat. Sequencing a card just lined up perfect, you know. Um, Lined up perfect for him. And on aggro decks, when that happens, you win. If he draws that angel and doesn't draw the right amount of lands in a land light deck, then you know, etc., etc. But sometimes they do have it. It looks like Booze is doing pretty well here. Let's see how Johnny and didn't even get another draw step. If I had, did I hit Edge or Mocha's command or something like that? All the first strike nonsense would have had us there. We couldn't attack in with the 8/8 because the 7/7 first striker, the 3/3 first, the 2/3/3 first strikers would have gotten us. So Johnny Rogue is winning this one very handily. That's not going to do anything really. I mean, it's going to get rid of what? The Ravager? I don't even know what you get rid of here. Maybe Courser's right, yeah. Inferno Titan in the graveyard? How is his opponent still alive? I guess he gained a lot of life. I guess you don't have to block here. Let's go on this one. The battle of no lands versus a ton of them. The battle of a bunch of lands wins every time. He played it well too. I'm not saying that. So Rob, I hope if you're watching this, you don't think I'm saying that. He played it well. I mean, he played it exactly how it needed to be played. But that was a that was a stellar draw. There is absolutely no denying that. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I would call you full of crap. That was optimal. All right, so we're beating in there with some nonsense and some stuff. This game's over. I don't know why you don't concede, man. I guess I didn't concede mine, but mine was not per se over until the very last turn. I mean, I could have topped in removal, killed the angel, and then attacked with some mono huge shit, and like probably turned the game around in like an instant. But we didn't get there. We didn't hit like a removal spell of any sort in the time we needed it, and just died. Um, it's unfortunate, but it is the game sometimes. And they had optimal. I mean, like if they dead draw, a couple turns, then our dead drawing, is not going to kill us as much. But if they optimal, and we, dead, optimal, dead, a couple times, then we'll just be behind. I do think four color blood smokes White Weenie like 95% of the time. I think we had to have been a huge favorite in that matchup. But that's the game sometimes. Sometimes you just, you don't get to choose them and they have good luck and you just don't have the luck or whatever. So what do we have here? Some other mono huge thing. Thragtusk again. Alrighty. How did we get this back? Is he on a recurring nightmare loop right now? How would that work? He doesn't even have Eternal Witness. Am I thinking of a different game? I'm probably thinking of this game over here. Yeah, this is the game where the Thragtusk in the graveyard. Okay, it just threw me for a loop. All right, game's over. Johnny Rogue wins that one. Toxic Deluge. Probably not good in this board position. You probably just want to win. Actually, does the Angel wins the game here? Does it or no? So he's at 4. Booze has got. All right, put that back. I mean, they're both on one card. I guess he had to because the flyer. The flyer was bringing the beats. I have to fathom he's probably favored with a Sylvan Library as a Caracas in play to flip the Anafenza, which means it's of no consequence. Well, I guess this could still be anyone's game. I doubt that, well, they're both on 2 cards. All right, Recurring Nightmare, getting back Thragtusk. That's horrendous. Why would you tap the Caracas to do that, though? Oh, if he doesn't know that Anafenz is a legend and he could cast out the Recurring Nightmare. Why would you concede there? It's not per se that he knows what the hell is going on. This Anafenza browns him. It actually exiles stuff out of the graveyard. So he'll get the Tusk back, but then when he goes to sack the Tusk to get the Acidic Slime or whatever he's going to get, or the Revelark, those things will go away. Anafenza is actually a bomb in that matchup. So that matchup's complete. It looks like they're going to game 3 here. Alrighty. Game's over. You guys still in boarding process? Alrighty. Let's just go on chat. So we are not doing hot tonight. We are 1-2. We are doing horrendous. What can you do though? That is the game sometimes. We'll post it up regardless. Oh, did Michelle drop? Yeah, Michelle dropped. She lost to Red Deck wins and probably tilted off a little bit, I think. So are we going to have undefeated players? Let's look at that. I mean, it's not going to be us. Let's see current standings. Yeah, we're 7th. Let's see, host CP. White Weenie's representing well today, I guess. Let's see, host CP. See if I can figure this out. All right, waiting on results from these two right here. Okay, Sung didn't report her result. Did she drop? Not yet. All right, Smuggler's Copter down. Huntmaster down. Tapped at least, but gaining some life, making a wolf. This all looks good for the mid-range deck. I don't count White Weenie out of it, though. I mean, I kind of do. I don't think White Weenie really ever wins like the mid-range against the mid-range decks like this. I think they just tend to totally wipe on them. But I mean, we'll see. It may get there. It certainly has its draws. Baneslayer Angel was a thing that happened, not a thing I truly expected. The sad truth is I can actually deal with the thing pretty easily. It's just we didn't have the support for it. That draw. Even Dread of Night actually may have been worse for us than for our opponent with the counters and all that. Leonin Relic Order just to play it out, to block, that doesn't seem great. He'll probably just pass his turn and let the Huntmaster eat the Thalia, be my guess. And then you're going to be in a cycle where you want to cast 2 spells, it'll flip back again. So you can attack for 3. I'm just going to lead back. I wouldn't be shocked if he just passed the turn, unless he has some real high impact play. I mean, Natural Order into a Tarka would probably be the play if you have it. Nope, going to play spells. I mean, it is important that he gets his land drop, so if he doesn't have the land drop in hand, I could see wanting to do this more. But if you have the land drop in hand, I think I actually just like passing it, blowing up the Thalia, forcing him to cast two more spells probably to stay in the game, flip it back, gain more life, get another wolf. But I don't know. I don't know his hand. I don't know the contents of either player's hand. Piling Needle on what? That doesn't stop anything on the board right now. On like, I don't know, Sword of War and Peace? I don't even know what you name on that. Sword of Light and Shadow? I don't know. I do not know, guys. I mean, okay, he named the Planeswalker side, but he's only on a couple lands. Well, that's a good card. He's going to vote for the Hunt Master, which means that's not going to get to flip over, which is a shame for Johnny Rogue here. But he's down to one card, and he's got not really any good threats down. Like, I mean, Thalia is fine, but like not against this board. That was coming into play tapped regardless. But like, I don't know. Could just play an Acidic Slime, blow up the Pithing Needle if you really want to get your Thalia to flip, or not your Thalia, your Nissa to flip here. I don't know. What do we have? Oh, a Garruk Wildspeaker, so we're going to ramp a little more. Yeah, or you're just going to overrun. Like, probably untap 2, play another 3-drop, like Finks or something, and then just prepare to overrun. That seems good enough. Or you could just leave the treetop up to block. So is this lethal? This is 3. So 3, 1, 4, plus 4, 8, 10. 5 bodies times 3, 15, 10. That is enough. Yes. So this is, let's do the math one more time. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 15, 25, 4 out, 21 damage. This thing could block, though. So Mutavault's getting activated, I guess, to attack. Presume we'll see some blocks here. I mean, either way, I think he's happy with this. So this gets in, this gets in, and this gets in. I think you just activate the treetop, block this with Wolf, and then let the Garruk get hit probably for 3. That would be my guess as to what Johnny's play will be here. And I think this forces Golden to do. I think this is actually a good play by Golden. I think you have to do this. But it's like eating a big old pile of poop because you're just losing 2 of your threats to do damage to the Garruk. Oh, okay. Well, this is certainly an interesting line. So does he have enough now? So this is going to be 3, 4, 3, 4, 6. 6 plus 9, 15 damage. Not quite enough. So it would do a lot, but I mean, that doesn't make sense to do it at that point. All right, tap a fetch land, which is like Thalia's doing her job, I suppose. But like a Flame Tongue Kavu, and then just set up lethal next turn. Obviously, you could untap it. May as well and fetch. I mean, at this point, you have a lot of lands. Oh wow, that's strong, as they say. So you equip, you can untap and then equip to the Elvish Mystic as well. Or I suppose you could blow up the Pithing Needle too, but like, why bother? Sort of Light and Shadow. He obviously probably looked at the meta and realized there's going to be some White Weenie here today. I think he'll have good success against Rob Zadar. I don't think Rob can. I mean, Rob can beat this deck, but he needs the draw. Like, he needs to get lucky. I think this deck generally is going to beat White Weenie. I don't think they have a good matchup against it. The Sword of Light and Shadow is obviously a very powerful sideboard option. that you can use to up your odds a bit. Some life gain, and it'd be nice if we had it. I kind of like smaller end cards. A 5-drop is not really the way I want to go, but he has more of a ramp style deck, it appears, which could be, exactly what he wants. If this gets Path to Exile, that could be a beating, I suppose. I guess not. How does he get browned? Artifact Destruction plus Pump plus Attack. Dust Bowl is not going to really do it here. Blow up the Treetop Village. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't see this getting you out of this predicament. Yeah, there's that. And then next turn, he may as well just make a wolf here, actually. Next turn, he'll have lethal. So I think through almost anything. If he makes a wolf, I think he's good to go. I mean, if he makes a wolf, plays a dork, that's way more than enough. I think that's probably the line, but we shall see. So the FTK snipes the Thalia. He gains a little more life, knocks him down to 10. Actually, he may just be dead to standard attacks next turn. Doesn't maybe even need to pump. If he just makes a wolf here, that's just lethal on its own. Then he could untap and play something else, though, if he wanted to. That'd probably be just as good. All right, thanks. Some things get played, and yeah, it should be game. Unless he has like, oh, okay, he's just doing that. I was gonna say like Oblivion Ring or something. Okay, well that's lethal attacks. I don't even need to pump with the Garrick. Okay, just for lulls. Why not? I guess just in case he has like STP or something, you still do it, but obviously enough. All right, J Rogue wins the match, and let's just go ahead. Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait for him. We'll get him to report here in a minute. Nope, the gathering fail. Alrighty. And I have a bye. That stinks, actually. I would rather play. Okay, well, I guess we just don't have enough players. Alrighty, let's close this one out. I guess we're running the bye. Well, let's see. We've got Stompy versus Rexer, or Pattern Rector here. And then we've got Rob facing. Who's Rob facing? Rob's facing Sung. Okay, so Sung will probably avenge me, I think. I think she will do well. Alrighty. So turn 1 Landwehr Elf seems good. Booze, what's Booze gonna get up to? I think I played Johnny Rogue with a Pattern Rector deck a couple days back. I managed to get him with it. I don't know if that'll be the case now. The most optimal turn 1 play is like probably like a sack outlet into like something like this. Well, it's like maybe turn 1 like ramp, something like a sack outlet on turn 2, and then like turn 3 Pattern or Rector, you know, sack Rector into outlet, or the Rector gets the pattern goes on the dork or whatever, and then you sack it with the sack outlet, get into your combo. And I think I've shown that combo before on video series I've done on the format. I don't think there is a need for finals today, but I guess while I have this bye, which, like I said, I'd rather play the 4th round actually. We should probably look and see who is actually undefeated. It's a lot easier for me to just see it from my player CP, to be honest with you. So current standings, yeah, we're not doing hot. And the bye is not going to make us do much better. Um, no, there's only 2 undefeated players, so we're gonna have to end this after this. Actually, we can probably do that now. Um, event settings. All right, final structure. There will not be finals today, so because whoever wins this will be the champion of this Chainsaw Massacre. All right, looks like Johnny's getting an early advantage here. Dork, he has infinite mana next turn. So Booze really needs to string something together. His opponent's on 22 life and has infinite mana. That does not seem like a recipe for success. My assumption is he probably just blocks with the Satyr. Okay. Now 3 cards to 1. Okay. Yeah, this is what I expect out of White Weenie. Is to just die horribly to this deck. I don't think he can win this. I really don't. She is down to 1 card. She fork bolted a Precinct Captain. Okie doke. You need Tasigring here, or is it Grim Flayer? Grim Flayer. He's on 3 cards in hand. You do have an active Garuk, though, which is probably good. Flyers are good. Flyers are strong. No, more flyers. Very good, very good. Well, if she drew more removal, the game probably ends here. Takes 5. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, just create a token. Yeah, it's not a bad one there. Forced to a spot where you want to attack but also stay back. I mean, you got to attack with both. You're gonna hit the birds, maybe. Hit the Thalia. Okay. Well, it's gonna hit for sure. What do you have in hand? I don't think he does. Planes. Okay. Well, you got planes in hand. Now the Grim Flare is beyond your capacity to hit. So you got to send both in at the Garrick, right? Or else it'll just keep on making beasts. Yep, that makes sense to me. All right, Johnny Rogue won this one. Who's Golden Lynn waiting on? Want to make sure I had the buy. I'm pretty sure I did. Who is Goldie waiting on? Math guy. Okay, cool. He figured it out. Just want him to lose to time. That'd actually be a cool match, I think. That's White Weenie versus Red Deck wins. Nope. I think White Weenie generally has a leg up. If they draw their Anarchy draw, though, the game can just be a complete blowout. All right, they are complete boarding. He's boarding probably the same exact way he boarded against me. We're both playing 4-color blood. All right, we're going to jump around a bit, guys. We're going to watch all the games at once and try to catch as much that is interesting as we can. All right, turn 1 Elite Vanguard. Mildly interesting. Dual mana dorks, but no other lands. Greedy Keep on her part. Very greedy keep. Interesting. What does she have in hand then? Like a Siege Rhinoceros or like a badass Planeswalker? Having red mana, I think, is crucial in this, but obviously he's shown that he's got a Silver Knight. This thing's gonna become a 2/2, but the cool thing is she can still burn it off because she doesn't have the 4 mana requisite to make it a 4/4 while she's tapped out. Which is good for her. But if you're gonna get browned, it's good to get browned game 2 after winning game 1 because they're not gonna have boarded as much. All right, a Spectral, a Rider. Yeah, she missed hard, I think, on this. Lingering Souls, interesting. Okay, well, Lingering Souls can block what? The Spectral Rider. That's about it. Maybe she has like, oh, I wonder if she has Zealous Persecution. That's a card I think we both like. I like it a lot. Play it quite a bit in Legacy. I think it's great. Okay, well, it looks like he's getting quite overwhelmed. Little tokens. All right, that's if I'm White Weenie, I guess that's not good, but I mean it's not horrendous either. Needle drop to face, drawing a card, cool. Finds his land, plays out a satyr. Satyr is like something that I'm all behind blocking. Okay, looks like the mana is flowing very well for Johnny Rogue. Okay, so she doesn't have Zealous Persecution. You're happy to see the Fire Drink Satyr, though, I believe. All right, hey Johnny. Probably not giving anything double strike and flying until end of turn. All right, Johnny Rogue wins the match. Alrighty, so this is over. Uh-oh, guys. Looks like Moto was crashing. All right, Goldie wins. That's what was happening. All right, so Path to Exile. Yeah, yeah, got him. That's what that deck does, though. Sorry, I'm not. I am rooting against you a little bit. I kind of want to see some justice. Sorry. All right, so we only got one game left, guys. Oh, it's just waiting to load. Their boarding process should be pretty quick. These decks should have very specific ideas in mind as to how they approach this matchup. They both hate each other out. Math Guy probably has like Anarchy. Actually, I could probably tell you what he has in his deck. I mean, I can look at the deck list if I want, but too used to using this thing. Okay, so what does he have in there? Let's see. Where's Math Guy at? Red deck wins. It's in his board. Volcanic Fallout's a good board card. Havik's okay. That's not good. Actually, he doesn't have a lot of good cards against this deck. So they could bring in Vandal to get like equipment, maybe Smash. It's not really an artifact deck. Like this is like the best card against that deck. And then that's really it. Havik and Volcanic Fallout are the two cards I'd bring in. All right, let's check out what Goldenland's got. Where is Goldie at? Core Firewalker, there's a hate card. Absolute Grace is black. Circle Protection red. Yep. Brave the Element should be in there. Burton Forge Tender. This card. This card. All right, he's got a shit ton of hate. He's hating all. He's all about the hate. I don't like Circle Protection red and White Weenie though. I've never been a fan. Core Firewalker all day. Burton Forge Tender. I think it's good too. I don't think you need as much hate against it because your deck should just naturally beat the crap out of them. All right, this is turn one. Okay, that's a strong turn one play, but I think it's going to get burned off pretty rapidly because no one wants to see that thing hang around. Probably going to be like a Searing Blood or a Searing Blaze or something like that. This is always a fun matchup, though. Arc Trail is a strong one, too. So 2 to face, 1 to that, down to 16 after attacks. Now, if he plays like a Core Firewalker, the game probably just ends unless he has, like, he doesn't have Curse Scroll in deck, does he? I have to check. I don't think he has a lot of range against like extreme hate cards. It didn't look like, at least. So yeah, let's go back here. Math guy, red deck wins. Let's see. He has Shrine of Burning Rage, which can do it. He has Mishra's Factory, no Mutavault, and nothing else can deal with that. Does he have an artifact creature of some sort? It doesn't look like it. I'm not looking very detailed through it, but just checking. So, Path to Exile on what? Okay, okay. That's actually a good play. I like that line. Yep, there you go. There's that hate. Paladin and Vec. What are you going to do? You're just going to play like a Sulfuric Vortex and probably win, but hey. Yeah, okay. Well, if he plays like a Circle of Protection red, the game probably ends. The thing with these kind of cards, though, these kind of hate cards, is that they just stall the game until the opponent can get enough cards. Always watching. Yeah, that's seems good. Griff's Boon just making it attack harder. I mean, it couldn't be blocked anyway, so I guess it's a perfect thing to put the Boon on. Is the Boon main? The Boon's probably main. Some folks play it main. Well, 4 lands is not good. Getting in there. You probably block the Monastery Swiftspear, I think. Yeah. Yeah, White Weenie, especially when he's oh, that's also very good. Want to play a creature immediately following that, just to gain the 1 life back. There you go. I'll have to burn it in response now. If he doesn't have a card that does it. All right, Flames of the Blood Hand. All right, so 4 to face. He could have it. It could be like Char, you know. It still drains his opponent too. So Fire Blast Char does it. That could be a thing. Getting hit for 5. He's not dead in 2 turns, so he has 2 draw steps, really, realistically. But I don't think Sulfuric Vortex is a good out here. I don't think that does it. Bolt to face. Bolt to face. Oh, did you get the draw? It looks like you have the draw, man. That's good for you. We're going to a game 3, which is cool. Very lucky, but that's a fast hand. But that was a good density of spells to have. Okay, he gets there. That's why I don't really like Paladin and Vec as a hate card. It just doesn't do the same thing as some other cards. Like I think Core Firewalker is unbeatable. Warmth is quite unbeatable. Like for handling this, he couldn't beat it with like these cards. You have to like Flames of the Blunt Hand, give you 2 life, and then like do all of this in a turn. Immediately following that. Yeah. So we're going to another game. That's a thing that can happen. That's fair. I mean, it is a thing that can happen. Although, no, I guess because he blocked the Swift Spear, that's why all this waited. So we have one more game here. I don't expect they will be in boards long. And they are not. They're right back to the game. Yeah, no, that was a solid series of cards out of the Red Deck Wins player. They can get there though. All right, Golden Lane went to 5. That's oh, I'm 6. Okay, 6 is fine. Don't go to 5, man. Puts card on top. That's good. That's good. I want to see a game here, actually. I don't want to see just like game over. A Core Firewalker would spell his doom. Let's see what Math Guy gets up to on 8 cards. Goes on to 7 in hand and plays what? Okay, a Zergo Abel Striker. Won't be blocking much. If we have a Core Firewalker, hashtag concede, unless he has Anarchy in hand and a bunch of lands. Mother of Runes. Kept a 1-lander? Dude, you can't do that. You gotta go to 5. Gotta go to 5, man. It's gonna get burned off, like, instantly. Yeah. It's gonna go into what, like, Hellspark Elemental or some nonsense? Or just a Searing Spear or something. Or Arc Trail would be the biggest beating. It'd be like, alright, take 2 to the face. You lose this thing, too. Alright, just Jackal Pup, waste the other mana. That's not the most efficient use. So Mother Rune's a strong one, but this is a sizable board on turn 2 for Math Guy. And he's down to 4 cards of note. Now, if Goldie draws a land card this turn, we could see a game. But, like, he's going to run a land light mana base. This pause, this tank is probably because he didn't draw a land. And the game is now just over. But he needs to go to 5. Like, you go to 5 on this, I think. Alright, Griff's Boon, so he can actually block real things. Alright, well, that's a thing. Mother can obviously protect herself, but when she taps in response to a block, I presume that he bolts. Alright, Ball of Lightning. Well, you block the Jackal Pup, that's for sure. Maybe you don't. Maybe you save it for a bigger creature you have in hand so you can, like, just doubly blow him out. A lot of damage. Lots of damage. I guess he seems to think otherwise. He thinks that it'd be better to try to get something bigger on the Jackal Pup. Down to 8. No joke. When their creatures hit like this, that's how you lose. Like, you really need to either have a very aggressive hand on the white weenie draw. Like, All right, he just missed again. That's take 2 more down to 6. Any 2 burn spells like that do 3 damage kill you here. Or just a silly sulfuric vortex. What was the rationale for keeping this hand? Does he have core Firewalker? He may. But like he's gonna be dead this turn. So yeah. It couldn't have just been Mother of Runes. He kept the non-land on top. It had to have been Mother of Runes or something. That had to have been wrong though. Like, yeah, you can't miss. You can't stumble against red deck wins. All right, flame javelin to face. Well, if you draw a land, core Firewalker, maybe you're still in it. Fire Blast, you're dead. Okay, well that's what happens when you don't keep reasonable hands against red deck wins. You lose horrifically to them. Okay, well the event has ended. Let's go and check it out. Oh, what's going on here? That would be a game. And guys, I'm going to go on a pause here and just close out the tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed this video series on the 100-card singleton format. I hope if this is something you're watching, you get a chance to come on out on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and join us. Thank you very much, and take care.